All right. Happy Thursday night. It is at the end of January already, which doesn't seem possible. New semester has started at university, and we have officially owned our house for 1 year, which I cannot believe. That makes no sense to me. Um, don't understand how a year has gone by. But here we are, and we're back with more Humankind. So let's see, when I last left off, things weren't going great, mostly because I still didn't fully understand how the combat worked. So we've made a quick change and had to demo it a couple times to figure it out, but we got it. So we are continuing to protect ourselves here from the Dutch because we used to be the best of friends, and then they went and they annexed one of our neighbors, and now they're messing with me. So here we go. Let's see. Let's get everyone moving. Hmm. Got some lovely herbal tea tonight. 100% my culture. 100% my culture. So I don't see any reason to use that ability. All right. So one of my armies is right here. Go ahead and occupy this space for a little bit. At least until it unlocks. How about this army? Stability's okay. Come over here for now. This army is the other one I have. Alright. I should get a little bit more. Should get some more troops. Which city is idle? Scythian Neapolis. Oh my. Alright. This is pretty close to the borders. Lose a little stability. So I lose a little production, but I would get a ton of, what is that, influence per turn? Yeah. Wow. And a little faith, and I would hardly lose any stability. I think that's the way it's gonna go. It's got a maker's quarter on it. I think it's worth it. I can get production elsewhere. That's just so good. And in just 3 turns. Oh gosh, there's currently a battle underway. What do I have for reinforcements? Just some local militia. What's my opponent bringing? They have knights? When did they get knights? And they're bringing full pikemen, and they've got some crappy swordsmen. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Maybe I need to rush some reinforcements down there. Let's count as heavy cavalry. Aha! Now I've got more reinforcements. Okay. Okay. Things are getting better. And my opponent still has his reinforcements, but how far can I get? Ugh, not terribly far. Try and bring them in on a subsequent turn. Alright, here we go. Let's do the pikemen on the flanks. Alright, so here come the Dutch. They're going to have to attack me. Or attempt to do it with bows. Oh god, they're coming around the side. They're still having to attack over walls, though, which is beautiful. Lovely. Gosh. Oh, gosh. Thankfully, horses can't climb walls. So we're not going to bother with them for right now. Ugh, line of sight issues. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's going to really hurt. I like it. And just like that, you lost your ranged unit. Good luck getting into my little town now. Alright. Let's see. You... I'll lose on that deal. I'd slightly come out ahead. I don't think it's worth leaving the town. So, no, I would lose bad on that one. And I would lose even worse on that one. Alright, yep. Yeah, everyone else... Everyone else stay put. Probably lose a scout, but I'm okay with that. Oof! Yeah. Yep, that heavy cavalry smacks real hard. Ow! Okay, they've chosen a spot and they're putting pressure on it. Fortunately, it's a little horseshoe there, so they can get at it from multiple sides, which sucks. Oh, geez, that's a thing of beauty. You go to safety. Minus 32. And that would really hurt him. Nope, still don't have a good line of sight. It's fine, just take them out. Bye-bye. Alright, you... Yeah, do it. Odds were in my favor. You run away. Let's bring out some fresh. Ouch. We're just gonna swarm them with numbers. Haha, you were attacking the walls, but you forgot about Rohan coming up from behind you. It's the best possible option here. They're already heavily damaged, but they're good against cavalry. You know what? Let's just keep chipping him down. Yeah, he's bleeding. It's beautiful. Let's not give him a chance to use his spears against any more of my horses. Chop, 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 chop. Hey, Stretcho, nice to see you. Um, I would probably do better if it wasn't me running it, but I'm doing my best. I really, I'm coming to like this game a lot the more I play it. I won't lie, they take time, but I love the combat sort of mini game where it zooms down and then you can actually do something. It reminds me a lot of the old, like the way combat would work in like Civ 3, where you could still have the stack, but then things would happen at like different times, and your ranged units would fire, and then your combat units would go in. So I kind of really like that. And I know I could auto calc it, but I've been getting such satisfaction out of playing it and like watching the terrain actually matter. Like look at that, the Dutch brought, look at that, all that, and they lost. I just got some I just got some casualties. That's all I got to deal with. A couple guys bandage them up. They lost a whole army. Speaking of which, how goes the war? So their war support is declining. You know, I never tried the Field of Glory game. I should give that one a look. So let's see. Recent losses, retreating. And as long as I have that occupied city, I keep ticking down their war score. My war score is staying nice and high. As long as I keep delivering victories to the people, they'll keep me in power. The overworld is similar, but battles are tactical. Okay, that sounds fun. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I love the Total War series, right? Is you make all these moves on the strategic map and get the right units into the right army, whether it's optimal builds or whether they're thematic builds. And I'm notorious for that, especially when I play Warhammer, right? I want to make builds that are thematically appropriate, but aren't perhaps necessarily the best. But who cares, right? I have fun with it. And then you get to zoom in and do the real time fights. Like that's a lot of fun. Ah, all right. Field of Glory Empires. I'll keep an eye out for that one. I'm always up for new recommendations. So let's see. Expansionist stars. That'll get me some more. Killing a few more units will get me a little more. And having a slightly bigger population will get me some more. Oh, you guys are beat to hell. Retreat! Back behind the walls. You need to heal. You're a good cavalry hunting party, but you are hurt. Not seeing any soldiers around. That doesn't mean they aren't here. We've had that mistake in the past. And all of a sudden, guys come running out of nowhere. All right, so I've got all my mounted units together in a single army here that I can quickly move and redeploy as needed. Byblos is occupied, as it should be, because that's my spoils of war. So you just stay there. I'm afraid to leave Nock undefended because I see that enemy army floating around. There's somebody out here, so I just got to keep an eye on that. Although once these heal up, I'll probably unleash them. Go! You know, strike them down. Alright. You go, follow them up. Let's siege down some more territory. End the war quicker. Oh. I think they are Yeah, they're charging out of the city to face me. All right. I wonder what they're hoping to accomplish here. Ranged units, get to the... I only have one? Yeesh, it's not great. Hey, you guys come around that side. Let's just keep you guys close, and we'll keep the crossbowmen ready. All right. Here come the Dutch. There's only a few ways they can get at me. Terrain really is in my favor in this one. Oh my gosh. Their units are terrible. Oh my gosh, they're throwing peasant levies against my veteran spearmen. Like, you just feel bad for them. Oh. It's outside my line of sight. Oh, because there's a hill and people in the way. Cool, 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 cool. Ugh. Alright. Then I'm not going to do a damn thing. He can continue to throw himself at me. Yeah, see if you can get around the sides. Kind of like that. And, you step up here. Maybe... Nope, still don't have line of sight. Ah! It's frustrating. Alright. Defend. And... Defend. And end round. Oh my gosh. Like, you just feel bad for him. Mounting numbers are going to cause me some casualties, so I think, yep, I think my veterans have done enough. Oof. Ouchies. Okay, you guys retire. You have done enough. Alright, similarly, you get out of the way, you fall back. Fresh troops take their place. Keep them bottled up in the city. He'll attack my archer, but I can withstand that for a turn. Path. He's good. You come up here. Alright, round 3. Here we go. It's my time to shine. Ah, I'm in your city! I'm in your city and I'm touching your stuff. What you gonna do about it? Absolutely nothing. That's gonna hurt me more than him, and it probably won't kill him. So, defend instead. We'll continue that next turn. That city is basically mine. Haha! I got another star! It's the Japanese. Here we go. Alright, let's see. Industry looks good, money looks good, science looks good. Food production continues to be the thing that sort of bogs me down a little, but... Huh, so basically anywhere I choose to build this, it'll get me the same thing. Ooh, food, ton of stability and influence. But I don't need more stability at the moment. I'm okay. That'll get me food for my harbor. Money for my harbor. Industry from woodlands. Do I have much woodlands? I mean, I guess every little bit helps. Industry per worker. And extra industry slots. That could be nice. Money on main plaza. Oh gosh, theater. I never built myself a theater. Am I insane? and +1 science per population. Those seem like high priority things for me. Ah, what's this place got going on? Food looks okay. Stability's taking a hit, though. Yeesh. Just a lot of districts. Alright. We can work on that. I think a public fountain would do great. Everyone have access to water. They can dip their toes in it. Feng Hao needs what? Stability's rising, but it could be better. +5 stability on garrison, but I don't have a garrison. I don't have enough copper. That's a bummer. So that would get me science and stability. All right. But that's really the best place they recommend it. +5 from synergies. All right. Pow. We'll get some stability and some science and a little influence. Ooh, based on a true story. Your achievements are many and your lands are beautiful. Stop it, you guys. Since times of antiquity, your people have marveled at a place of great natural grandeur within my lands. A popular playwright is adopted the event for the stage. Towards progress, which is where I like it. Learning, +20 science, or cheaper production. I will attend. Oh my.
Reaching the end of an ideology axis isn't extremist. Think of it as being focused, yes? Very goal-oriented.
The Haudenosaunee have become the Mexicans. The Khmer has gained renown as a merchant. Violence has interrupted my trade routes. Ugh, gotta restore some of my trade routes. And just like that, more territory joins my wonderful, wonderful empire. Ah, their war support is down. They have significant grievances. But I have demands. And I just got to drop their war score a little bit more. And each turn, it's going to keep plummeting because of my captured cities. Whereas my people, loving this. Oh. I see their army. They're retreating again. Don't know where they went. There they are. I could pin them in place, but they got a lot of pikemen to my horses. If my vanguard outruns the rest of my army, I could actually be in some trouble. Let's not Lafayette this at the Battle of Monmouth, and then make Charles Lee take the blame. All right. We'll just skip. We're going to keep eyes on the enemy, but we're not going to push at the moment. Speaking of cities, how's Akkad doing? Ooh, could use more food. That is getting low. What do they recommend? Wow, big boost. All right, let's do it. Big old food district. I'm close to a victory. The Dutch have a war support of only 24. Heyo.
Death from starvation. It seems that these are the times that try a people's dietary habits.
Okay. More violence with the English. Oh, the English and the Mexicans have made peace. All right.
What do you seek?
Sage. Am I getting sage? Dyes. I'm buying salt. Am I getting sage from anywhere else? No, I'm getting like nothing. I just have dye. I have dyes everywhere. Don't have any crises. We're good with that. No known path for that. Okay. Oh gosh, the poor English are about to get taken off the map. Why are these people so strong? Holy cow.
Wherever you are.
Okay, I've got some suspended trade. Yikes.
If I cannot teach you wisdom, I will teach you regret.
They have nothing to offer. Okay, so the poor English and the Romans are like the only thing standing in the way of the Mexicans' just total dominance of this continent. Yikes. All right, what about you?
Tell me what is on your mind.
They're needy, huh? What about porcelain? You got no known path for porcelain, huh? Yes.
What do you say to this appealing
Oh,
proposal?
wow. All right, fine. Let's keep chasing them down. Oh, they're gonna stand and fight. All right, let's do this. So let's see. Jeez. All right, how do I want to go about this? I think Archer's got to be close by. We'll do heavy cavalry on the one side. We'll keep the light cavalry in reserve for possibly playing around on the flanks. I wish I had more actual ground troops to do this, but they can't protect every direction at once. We'll find ways to get around and... Oh, good. Horses versus horses. I can live with that. Ugh, the line of sight for these crossbowmen is just horrific. They can't seem to ever see anything.
For your family!
So apparently the crossbows don't allow for like indirect fire the way some of the other ones did. It's a little frustrating, but I guess I get it. You guys go up and around. Let's get at them from all sides. Use terrain to our advantage. You, I don't know what to have you do. I cannot possibly understand how standing on a hill over a lake, you're blocking with line of sight. Like, that makes me want to scream. Oh, well, at least, oh, so you can, so wait, he can fling stuff across the lake, but he can't shoot, oh, whatever. Hey, Stratjo, good seeing you. Have fun with your chores. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. So at least that wasn't a wasted turn using my ranged stuff. Oh god, here comes fresh troops to the front. Ow! Ow! All right, his maneuvers worked really good. Yep, yep, yep. Ouch! All right, so he's bailing on that side. Ah! Also, he can come and charge my archers. That ass. I mean, it's what I would do, but still, what a jerk. But P.S. I'm in your back. I'm in your rear, capturing your flag. So that's how the game is won. There we go. Yeah, let that hurt. I know he's going to hit me, and that's fine, but I just want to keep people in front of my archers, because they're way more valuable to me than these kind of obsolete chariots. Are you going to take back your flag? You can't do it. You can't do it because you're obsolete. Ow! That really, really hurt. Oh my gosh. I refuse to let that guy survive. Okay, yeah, you you go away now. He chose this spot well, I won't lie. He was able to do some serious damage to me, but it's just another defeat for a guy who's suffered a significant number of defeats.
Speak and make it quick.
Ah, his war score is so low. So low. Ah, you need to heal. You should probably heal. Hmm. You need some stability. It's a little low for my tastes.
As feudal structures prove practical for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that, ideally, ensure a fair and honorable society.
Oh. Chivalry researched. Tournament fields, huh? That's kind of fun. Oh, right. Hamlets, yes.
Starvation? I don't mean to nag, but the marks one leaves on history should not necessarily be from malnutrition.
There we go. Upgrade to some knights. Where's this? Mochi. Gosh, stability here is terrible. What do they recommend? Either there or there, huh? Alright. That'll help. Do a fountain afterwards. Gives the ability to merge several cities. That's what I need, because I've got too many from these little tiny ones that I've picked up. I need to let a couple of them get together. The Dutch are about to lose their war support. Yeah, they are. So let's see. Those are the things I really needed. Byblos occupation. From Khmer's occupation. Sus. Highly sus. Wow. So I've got 257 to play with. Give Byblos. Good, good, good. I'm thinking that I want knock. Too much. Too much.
Thank you for this.
They are hate-filled for me. But you know what?
I am beaten. I see.
They are hate-filled for me. However, I have just blasted the living hell out of them. That was great. Holy cow! What is happening? Just at the right time. Hello. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. With a rate of 90. Oh my gosh. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much. I am extremely flattered. Wow. Oh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Potato McWhiskey. I really appreciate it. Now the question is, I was so focused on the war, I didn't even look to see if I got my pop-up, because I should have. I have a raid pop-up. Did not see if it went off, though. Oh, goodness. All right. So excited I changed the sensitivity on my mouse. Woof. All right. Who still has to move? You can upgrade. Cavalry is good, I've heard. Stay there. You should come on back to my territory. You did your job well. And upgrade. Good thing I have all this cash just laying around. Ah. And there you go. And let's see. You go to there. Idle cities. Idle cities. Thieves of the Sea. Transoceanic trade is flourishing, huh? A new army will be recruited. I think I'd rather just secure. Well, welcome new viewers who might not know me. My name is John Riley, professor of history at SUNY Binghamton. I love playing video games about the past and just for fun. Try and stream a variety of things when I can, but working full-time with a new baby at home, I only get on so often, but it's lovely to see everyone. Thank you again so much for the raid. I'm extremely grateful. All right, this is my new city here, which I've got no city. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. A single solitary noodle. Love that. Thank you so much for the follow. Let's see here. Water, food per farmer. This is a massive food city. Look at this. And I could do even better on the river. All right. Cannot be done as a nomad army is already occupying the spawn point. Oh, jeez. Oh, so Timothy is now following. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. All right. And no city is currently working on this either. How do I get rid of these is the question. They're not anything that I necessarily want to. Oh, wow, a professor? That's neat. There's thousands of us. I'm nothing. But I do love using games in the classroom. There's so much that we can do with interactive media and gaming and history, and I try to, use some hands-on stuff as much as I can, and when I get a chance, I play for fun as well. Dr. Kane, nice to see a fellow doctor. You as well. Have a sneaking suspicion there's a few of us on here, right? All right, what does this city need? This city needs food. Oh my gosh, these people are so hungry. What am I doing wrong with them? New farming district, right? That's what they need. This is the right place to build it. Good. Gosh, they're so hungry. Should not let them starve. It's not good of me. Actually, speaking of, they're not making enough food either. What do we got? What do we got? Food on the river. All right, food from harbor. That's quicker. But then follow it up with some food off of the river. Let's get some good fishing going. Misclick. Shared projects. Can I stop a shared project? Because I really don't need that thing there. So this is where my inexperience is coming through. I don't know how to stop that. Ooh, cogs. That's fun. I didn't realize I was up to those yet. Item list. Shared projects. All of them. I'd have to ransack it, but you lose out on the wonder if you don't build it instead. Okay, so yeah, this wasn't my city. This was one I just took in a war, and it looks like they had started a project, but I don't know that I'm allowed to keep building it. So I don't know if it's better to burn it down myself or to do what with it. I don't believe Stonehenge is one of the ones that I secured for myself. And clearly I've never had this situation happen because I'm totally stuck and I don't know what to do with it. Oof, I need some stability though. These people are lay unhappy. Oops. Oh, wife just texted. Let's see what she's saying here. Oh, I can finish it. The game is weird when it comes to enemy wonders you capture. Kurdvik says I can finish it. Okay. So there's something that I'm just missing. Which is totally believable. I've seen myself play games. Alright, so let's see. What is it about this space that is... Ooh. More horsemen. Where am I in the rankings, by the way? I'm back in second place! Haha! However, first place is terrifying. He's 1,100 ahead of me. The Mexicans are terrifying in this game. Wow. You need to finish current projects. Yes. Kilo 3,700. I think you have to finish yours first. Oh, okay. Trying to think where I might be building an ongoing project because I'm sure I am. Okay, finish my own first, and then I can deal with the ones that were under construction when I took the city. All right, that works for me. I can. 0 cities participating in its construction. Select which one of your cities would dedicate their production to it. Cannot be done as a nomadic army is already occupying the spawn point. Cannot be done as a nomadic army is... just select any city. It'll show you up top. So I haven't actually started building the... So I would have to finish the Taj Mahal before I could... I see. I didn't realize, because I hadn't started the Taj Mahal, I didn't realize that that was in the way. That's all right, though, because I wanted to build it at some point anyway. Before I do that, I need some stability gains. Let's see where they recommend. Ugh. Really nowhere. All right, go back. Garrison. That's good to know. I did not realize that that was how that worked. Thank you very much. All right, what about Knock? Knock is back to producing food. Good. Stability is climbing. But stability can always be higher. Although, maybe I should just pool my cities together and get this built. What other cities are free? Just these two at the moment. That'll be done in 2 turns, 6 turns. What's my capital? My capital will be done in 1 turn. I'll blast this wonder out in no time then. All right. Let's see. Cannot be done without a river available. So it needs a river. Okay. It's already down to 52 turns. We'll dedicate more cities to that and get it going. That's really good to know, because I had never actually taken cities for my opponents before. I've only played this game a couple times and not enough to really fight wars, so... I am way over my city cap, though, which is why I'm excited to get my next tech, merge a couple of these smaller ones, and actually get things back on track again. I know, people are starving. What do you think I'm building right now? Come on, stop yelling at me, game. You are concerned for the people of Huizhou under the unjust rule of the Dutch.
Shall we discuss our border concerns reasonably? The proposal is sloppy. My answer is no.
Do they really want to, start this up again? It didn't go well for them last time. Alright, you garrison the city. You, just come over here and stay handy. There we go. Jump on. Down to 35 turns. Down to 25 turns. That's even better.
Offer many different entertainments that are colorful, diverse, and death from starvation. It seems that these are the times.
Jeez, I have a real food bottleneck. Gotta deal with that. Pollution. The Mexicans are putting out pollution, huh?
Why do you come here to waste my time?
They're suspicious of me. I have done nothing to them. I am a man of mostly peace. Actually, are you back to... Can I buy things from you again? No, because their cities are in crisis. Oh, wait, we have crisis? Oh, right, yes. Forgot. They're at war with my ally, and I hadn't gone to help.
Neither interesting nor desirable.
Ugh, I mean, I suppose I could go to war with them. And I might need to at some point if I'm ever going to level the playing field, but I just finished a war. They're still being a little pissy, the ye old Dutch. I don't know that I want to move all my forces across the sea and fight on a different continent. That sounds like a terrible idea. Down to 21 turns. All right. I'm almost out of this tea. I need to go get more. Wonderful. All right. That's it. And my turn. I think my phone was doing an update. It's very confused about what I'm doing. All right. The dedicated study of structures from a military perspective. Okay. Now we can start combining things. Yes, these are the buttons I was hoping to see. Okay. Absorb this city into the selected city. Comes with the stability cost, but I can start getting my influence back under control, because right now it's a little bit much. That's already so much better. Stretcho, welcome back. That's already so much better. Okay. Biblos cannot absorb that. God, everything else is going to be really costly, but that's okay. Oh, Changlina, you even said to build the Taj Mahal up above, and I missed it. I apologize. But enough of you explained that to me that we eventually sorted it out. Get some heavy infantry going, and my turn. All right. Look at these beautiful, clean borders. I mean, a little messy, but not bad. Combine a couple more of these cities, and I think we'll be in good shape. Byblos cannot absorb that yet. What if I go the other direction? Yeesh, even worse. All right, I think we'll work on having Byblos absorb Neapolis. Unless Akkad. Does Akkad need something? Oh, I have land that's not even attached to anything. There we go. Make Akkad a little bit bigger. Beautiful. Beautiful. Food, but barely. So let's see. Double up from the river. That's I've heard that's a winner. Just need one more star. What do I need? One more tech? Or like a couple thousand more influence. Oh, that's not bad. I get almost 590 a turn, so either one of these is imminent. Mexicans are hesitant about me. Okay. I can live with that, because I really don't want to go to war right now. Food is back up to where no one's starving to death. We're down to 12 turns. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. I'm really excited to get this game to the point that it's what I actually study. Like, I would love to get it into sort of the market revolution, 19th century. Ancient history for me is a fun thing, but I'm not a specialist in it at all. I legitimately don't pretend to know it. But it also makes it fun to read because I don't have any stake involved, right? I can read ancient history and it's not the problem of like, oh, this is what I do and I nitpick it. It's just fun to read. But also then when I play a game like this, like, I don't know much about the medieval era. I don't know the ancient era. Like, let's get up to, smoothbore Napoleon cannons and rifled muskets. That's my time period. All right, dismiss or consent. Chance of unexpected consequences, but it keeps me up towards global. I do enjoy how this game does the risk reward with trading. I find it mirrors how it works in real life. Yeah, I kind of like that too.
The end of an ideology axis?
That
There's something to be said for unswerving dedication to a cause.
I kind of like you purchase access to it. The people who have it still have access. You're both getting the benefits, but how often do we lose access because of wars and things like that? It's a neat sort of way to do it. Which reminds me, anything I need to buy? Nope. This is all to the good. My culture is swimming. Which reminds me, I haven't checked on these in a while. Yep, I got a bunch of civics I never made decisions on. Heavy infantry's been researched, and army logistics. My armies can now be bigger. And there we go! That's it! We're on to the next era. This is the farthest I've ever made it in the game. This is so exciting for me. Alright, and after this comes the next era. Industrial. Alright. Woohoo! Alright. New grievance. Who? Who is this? You are concerned for the people of Napada under the rule of the Dutch.
These lands are not yours. Relinquish them now.
I suppose I could go... Gilgamesh is very happy. Gilgamesh is also a snappy dresser. Check out those sleeves, right? That is some fancy duds. So alchemy gets me stability for researchers and a boost to science. Oh, guilds gets me discounts on trade. All right. 3-masted ships, a caravel. I could finally sail the ocean blue without worrying about, sinking. A saboteur, huh? It's kind of a fun unit. Yeah, let's go with guilds. Oh, what time is it? Yep, I just heard my Roomba go off. Rosie's running around upstairs. Let's pick a culture. I've never made it this far, so I don't know what any of these do. Shared project industry cost. All right. Caravanserai. Money and industry. I apologize to any Iranians out there. I am not going to pronounce this correctly. Jazai Yershis? Jazai Yershis. Yershis? Carrying formidable firepower, the Persian Jazai Yershis can swiftly inflict, I swear I do have a doctorate, can swiftly inflict major casualties on enemy formations. All right, that's fun. What? The Austro-Hungarians? Oh my gosh, that's funny because we are actually doing a reacting to the past game in my gaming history class this semester, in which we're going to roleplay the July crisis of 1914. So, and the Austro-Hungarians are a huge part of that. Like, that's just too funny. I might have to take them just because. +1 influence on district, +1 influence on emblematic district, and I get stability districts. Wow. Kind of an agent. Members of the world's first military intelligence service, these agents operate in many different campaigns and theaters. It's a ranged combat unit, fights at full combat strength even when defending against close combat stacks. Wow! And it ignores enemy zones of control. That is awesome. Alright, new frontrunner. British, all about money, colonial offices, and look at that, redcoats. Trading concealment for psychological effect. Their striking scarlet uniform with the red coat is the calling card of the British. Alright, ranged combat units. Regenerates health when outside your territory. That's cool. The French, I could go heavy on science for enlightenment. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mouse, you did me wrong. Elite French cavalry. Heavy charge, alright. Germans. Combat strength on naval units. Air units. The U-boat. Lurking in the depths and armed deadly torpedoes. Oh my. Italians. Big stability bonuses. Mountain warfare. They can cross cliffs. Wow. Land and Glory. Cossacks. Nice. Siamese. Industry and Money. And an elephant with a Gatling gun attached. That seems both amazing and wildly impractical. Kinda love it. Alright, the Zulu. Health regeneration. The legacy bonus for the Siamese. I guess I went by a little quick. Let's see here. +3 industry per district on all cities. Oh gosh, you're right. And money generated from ongoing trade in all cities. And that'll stay with me going forward. And I do like to build districts, and so they just keep building faster and faster. That is nice. Glad you made me take a second look. Alright. That's it. That's in the contention. The Impy. Swiftly closing in on the enemy. Engage ferocious hand-to-hand combat. Alright. The Mexicans have already been taken. So, okay, they did beat me to the industrial era. Oof. Solidaris. Female members of the military participating in revolutionary movements. The Solidaris are skilled in the arts of guerrilla warfare. Wow. Or stay with the Japanese. I think I gotta go Austro-Hungarians. I think I like the bonus influence that really leans into what I've already been doing. I kind of love the sound of these guys, and stability is always, it lets you have more of everything else. I like it. Yeah. All right. Sorry that took me so long. I've never made it this far, and there he is. My guy's looking real snazzy. I need like 40 more medals though before I'm happy, but that's a start. Look at this. Look at this outfit. All right. Which city is... Stability looks good. Food is okay. Can always do better. Some stoneworks, pretty basic. Oh, aqueduct. That gets me huge stability bonuses. Squeeze a little extra cash out of this.
The world gets larger, the cities expand, buildings reach higher, and roads stretch longer. And yet, the world gets smaller as bridges unite lands. Towns congest, and railroads bring distant goods to the doorstep. Anything seems possible in this wondrous future. Though as humankind grows, the planet itself appears to shrink.
Cute.
If other empires won't open their front doors to your artists and thinkers, you can send in your agents the back way.
I just love all the little details on the map. Like, you've got the covered wagons going around. You've got, the boats out in the harbor. It's just a neat attention to detail. Oh gosh, the pollution panel allows you to monitor the current pollution. Trade routes blocked. Trade routes blocked. I'm pretty sure the English are about to get wiped off the map. The Mexicans are pretty powerful. Oh, the Mexicans are back at war with the English? Oh my gosh. Ugh. The stability their district gives is great going forward, building out your cities. Absolutely, all those little things really help make the game feel alive at the ground level. Yeah, Kilo, I've been noticing that, like, I need a district, but then I've got to balance that with, right, am I going to make just the city unstable, or is it worth letting a few people go hungry for a few turns, right? So yeah, anything, I guess, for me that boosts stability then lets me play with other districts, more trade, more science. I want to build a district because it does what I need, not because I need food. I've hardly built any market quarters. I've hardly built any science districts because I'm so having to focus on just keeping people fed. And that's right, that's the Malthusian trap. Hopefully there's some new technology here that'll help me slip that for a little while. Maybe some McCormick Reapers, a John Deere plow, something like that. Need to get steam engines in order to get coal. Okay. I've been wondering what tech or what a resource was there. Now I know. I have access to coal. Phenomenal. This game is way more intriguing than I first expected. I've been keeping an eye on it because I really liked their Space Sim one, Endless Space 2. And I consider myself not a terrible gamer, but that one has been so hard to do well. Like, I feel like I'm doing okay, and then I come across other empires, and they're so much bigger than me already, and they have so much influence, and they're just exerting a crap ton of pressure on me. And before you know it, I'm having to do everything in my power just to not get overrun or swamped. And I haven't quite figured out yet what I'm doing wrong. But it's so fun, and I love the events, and the aesthetic is beautiful. So when I saw that this studio was doing a, you know, their own take on the Civ universe, I really wanted to do it. But wow, it was that one is hard. All right, and just a couple turns, it looks like I'll have the Taj Mahal. And then I should, oh gosh, yep. All right, some city starvation. The Dutch forgave a grievance. That's phenomenal. And now the Mexicans and the Khmer are at war. They are not going to stop. Like, they're just pulling ahead. They're so far ahead, and they are stomping everyone in their path. I mean, so eventually we're going to have to throw down, but I was hoping to avoid it for a little while. All right, let's see. Any units that can be upgraded, maybe? There we go. At least try to keep my military upgraded. So, in case they get any funny ideas.
A proposal?
They sent me an alliance proposal. Hey, I don't know that I want to get dragged into your stuff.
Not much to work with.
Fine. Cultural agreements, I'll accept because I love the boost. A lot of 4X strategy games are daunting when it comes to learning how to play. Thankfully, a lot of them still follow the same adage of industry being everything. Never really popped in my Steam or YouTube, so I never got to see gameplay before tonight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know who else, like, who more famous than me or better at games than me has been playing this, because I try to keep my eye out for it, but I don't always know that I see it every so often. Which is a shame, because I would really love to watch someone who knows how to play it actually play it, instead of just having to kind of stumble around in the dark and hope that I amuse people. So a new civic, separation of powers. Oh my gosh, that costs so much, and I really want to use my influence for other things, like combining my cities. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that, because I don't know. All right, Byblos, I think it is time to absorb the small hamlet of Scythian Neapolis. Boom. Oh, Potato, the guy who raided you, is quite good. Watch Potato. Okay. I still get spammed Vic 2 meme videos. I gotta get back to my game of Victoria 2. Ever since I failed to abolish slavery, I haven't played it. I need to go back and win the Civil War and then end slavery and move on with the United States. He even has a series of videos about Humankind. Okay, that's phenomenal to know. I only got a... I didn't actually know who Potato was until I got the follow the other day, and then today the raid. So that's great. As soon as I'm done, happily team follow back and go from there. And that'd be great. See someone else who knows what they're doing. Because I don't really mind backseating, you know, especially if it's why I should do something. You know, I don't necessarily always want to be told, like, do this. But if it's, right, do this because you're making a terrible mistake, haha, that's how we learn. Alright, a couple places are starving. We're going to sort that out. No food here. They're breaking even. Stability's quite good. That would get me a bunch of more food. Disease runs rampant in the city. Oh. That merchant, brought disease with him. That's all I need. 4 turns on the Taj Mahal. I'd be curious to know, because this is always the thing, right, with a lot of these games. Oh, can I backseat a little bit here? Sure, sure. Tell me what's up. Oh, Kurt, thank you so much for the follow. Here's the thing with a lot of these games, is I get that it starts and like, okay, here's the city, and it produces everything you need. Right, but once you get to a certain point, basically this era, cities aren't producing everything they need, right? Like a city like Chicago by the 19th century is drawing on a massive hinterland. And it always felt like that was somehow lost in a game like this, right? And I don't even know how you would represent that. Sort of how this game does, where you can add districts, right? But like, as your transportation network gets better, you know, and things like the Erie Canal, right, and then railroads, you're tapping into discounted transportation and the ability to move things and better preservation. I shouldn't have to build farms like a foot away from the city at a certain point, because I should have people somewhere else making food. Or as happened in this era, buying food, right? For all the other reasons you can talk about why, say, Europe doesn't get involved in the American Civil War, they're buying a ton of grain and other foods from the United States. I'd love to see a game where food is a tradable commodity, more than just a, you know, population size mechanic. Because I think that would hit a little differently and reflect part of the driving impetus for conquest and land in the pre-modern era, is you just need more food to support your population. Anyway, speculative rant over. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Hamlets can do that. Okay, that's good to know, Kurd. Thank you. In the later years of the game, a lot of your resource generation comes intertwined with how well you are doing with trading and infrastructure. Yeah, they get there with railroads, but adds pollution, so checks and balances there. That makes sense. Oh, Potato actually brought this up during his stream. Urban versus rural handling in the game versus how things actually worked. Okay. The only game I know that does that in this genre is Stellaris. Right. Yeah, right, because you send out your ships, and then you're building those asteroid mines to then bring resources back. Who's the other one that does that? Galactic Civs has a mechanic where you send out basically, right, belters to the asteroids that are floating around, and then you can direct which planet it sends the resources back to. Little Expanse reference there. But I was trying to think of another game, you know, that was like this, you know, like Civ. And I appreciated in Civ 6 that they added districts, and I love that this game copied that because, right, urban sprawl is the thing. New York City is not the same size as it was, say, when Peter Stuyvesant was running the show. And as they expand, yes, it opens up new manufacturing opportunities, financial opportunities, but then also you lose what used to be farmland, or you lose what used to be woodlands. And you have to account for that. Like, food's got to come from somewhere. Advanced Civilization from 1995. Belters. Still, in terms of food being a tradable commodity. Okay, yes, Stellaris does do that. I know, so we're just going to ignore how often I'm getting the starving pop up, which just, we're going to pretend that's not happening. We'll get the people fed eventually. Midlot's population has dropped. The Mexicans have... The Mexicans have gained a reputation as pacifists. Are you out of your mind? They are steamrolling the entire continent. All right? How is there still an unaligned people in the world? Wow. And they really line up well with me. I mean, they're probably not long for this world. Because, okay, Mexico is Nilfgaard. And they're stomping everything in their path. I don't know what they're looking for. It's not my business. I'm over here doing my own thing. But oh my gosh.
A proposal?
A science agreement. I accept. I mean, you're going to be annexed in like 10 minutes, but that's fine. So the biggest thing to know about this game is that food is surprisingly the weakest resource to focus on. Okay? Mostly because of how drastic the consumption of food by the population increases after certain thresholds. Okay. And when you're done with that, yeah, I need to finally just pull the trigger and get myself some libraries built. Mostly because of how drastic the consumption of food. All right, a lot of the resources you will be generating is from the ground, which is why Maker's Quarters good for increasing the speed as to how quickly your buildings will build critical things. Okay, I can follow that. That makes sense. A new wonder can be claimed. I'm not even done with my current wonders.
If you want to be together forever, it's hard to choose a nicer place.
All right, yes, acknowledge. Go away. I'm looking at something else here. So it's Big Ben, stability, science per alliance, science on capital and fame. Eiffel Tower, stability. Ooh, industry. That seems like a no-brainer. Oh my gosh. But later in the game where you focus on building infrastructure, that increases the yields of tiles and of the quarters themselves. Okay. All right. I wondered if it had something like Civ where like, okay, you built a farm in 2000 BC. Here's tech that now makes farms more productive, right? Your crop rotation, if they're adjacent to things, they can feed off each other. That was something Old World did very well, was the like adjacency synergies, and if you knew what you were doing, you could really get cities that would just pump out whatever it was you needed. It was everything else about the game I just couldn't get into, and I need to give it a fair shake. I need to try it again. I don't know. I wasn't coming back to it for some reason. Which is a shame, because I think they did a good job. It didn't click with me for some reason. But I should try it again. All right, okay, I'm going to definitely claim the Eiffel Tower. I want to lock that down. Lots ends of this being a feedback loop to industry, if only because that's how the best resource speeds up your city development. Right? Oh, I didn't think this through. By claiming that, I gave it to myself, and now it's getting in the way of Stonehenge and the obelisk. Oh well, we'll build that in a little bit. For now, let's talk about the capital. What can we be doing up here? I feel like that'll take away some pollution, planting new forests. That's fun. Oh, and I can build hamlets anywhere, thus representing the ability to, okay, support the city from far away. Wow. All the way down here. Big production and food. All right. Let's go with that. I like it. Where else? What do you need? Gold can become competitive with industry as a result, as a resource to speed development. The problem lies with the quickest way to increase the flow of goods through trade. Very good with religions, and also importantly, infrastructure like the Great Fish Market helps a lot to increase those yields from trading. You get bonuses from rivers, mountain, forests, whatever, and the hamlets become huge. Okay, all right, that's good to know as well. Food industry here, I love seeing that number. Let's see. Oh, actually. These are some of the very basics things you can get going, but that's okay. They're going to be built in no time. What's my population in this city? 22? Give me a library, please. And more of that. Let's just build everything. Well, Kurt and Changlini, thank you both so much for the in-depth tutorial, because I feel like I've learned more in the last like 10 minutes than I have the first several times I tried to play this game. Let's get some production out of you. I'd hold off on your hamlets for a few turns. You're about to get a tenant. Okay, wait. Explain to me what that means. What's the problem with tenants for hamlets? Oh, wait. Not tenant, like someone who moves into the hamlet, a religion. Then the two will synergize very well. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Yep, brain went a completely different direction on that one. All right, stability is high here. However, new food from river. Actually, other way around. Do it that way. Get +2 from all forest tenant and pop your hamlet in a forest. Ah. This guy rents. Used to. Yesterday was 1 year in our house, which is very exciting. So strange to think that we own our own home, but here we are. Very fortunate. Thank you. Four months in yours. That's awesome. Congratulations. Representative government. All right. Reforms keeps me towards liberty, and they're celebrating. Yay. Or I could do science investment. Lose a little money, but I can afford it. Or ignore yanks me a little bit towards authority. People I recognize as their own. The trouble is, I don't really need the stability in a cod. I'd rather have the science boost.
You have reached the end of an ideology axis. Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one of them.
Furnace. I do need to get myself more copper at some point. I should just buy it from someone. And by someone, I mean the Mexicans, because they're the only people who are in the game right now. Cheers to the end of renting. Amusingly, I only rent this game. I like that. Yeah, academia being what it is, the job market for historians is a little rough. So we held off buying anywhere because we weren't sure where I was going to be, what I was going to find. And then my wife ended up getting a really great job instead. And we decided, okay, we'll just commit to this area. And then I was also able to find something, which can't believe the luck that happened, and fully acknowledge that was just random chance and that it worked out. So very fortunate that way. Ooh, saltpeter. I need to get gunpowder warfare, but I have coal and saltpeter. That's great, because I have a feeling like those things would be important in the industrial era. House population has fallen. I know. Working on it. Stability here is fine. He says hold off on infrastructure. Let's boost some industry then, right? That seems like a way to go forward. More industry, always useful. Okay. The Brazilians have entered the final era. Once any of the following has occurred, the empire with the most fame will be declared the victor. The game ends when one of the following conditions is reached. They've earned every contemporary era star. They've unlocked all the endgame tech. They've eliminated all the other empires. They've vassalized the other empires. They sent a mission to Mars. Or they have rendered the world unfit for human life. Okay, I've never seen this screen before, but I absolutely love that. It makes me think of the one of the end game conditions for Twilight Struggle, right? If you trigger thermonuclear war, then you lose the game because whoever's left of humanity will forever blame you for what you did. And so I like that. Like, if you completely ruin the planet, then we just stop. We all write down in our little books, okay, so and so screwed it up. Like, but if there was one bright spot in all of this, it was whomever was in the lead. Oh, that's phenomenal. All right, I love it. Also, oh my gosh, I haven't earned a single star in this era, and he's into the next one already. Wow. All right, someone needs to deal with them. And I suppose that someone should be me. Okay, the pop-ups, I acknowledge. Gosh. Alright, let's get back to trading with these people if I can. They don't have anything to offer me, so...
Greetings. To what do I owe this pleasure?
I don't think I don't have any lead. Oh, it's so cheap. Stability and science. Buy it. What about silk? I don't have any silk. Industry and stability. Oh, that was pricier than I thought it was. I hit that buy button before I looked. Oh, it's fine. I have cash, right? I have money, but still, wow.
It is good to see
How are you even still alive? You don't have anything.
Tell me what is on your mind.
Get a little copper off you. That'll help me build a couple of buildings I've been thinking of here. GG. Hope is not lost. Try to get as many stars as you can before moving on. By industrial, the game does expect a lot from the player in terms of their empire development. Well, you know, doing our best. Do you know which of your cities have the most trade routes going through them? I do not. How do I check that? Because that would be good to know. Let's see here. Silks. I just recently acquired. What about ambergris? What are we talking here? Base price for ambergris. So this is part of the problem is I start the game really focused on trade, and then as the deals get interrupted by war and broken, I totally zone out. And I never bother to recheck them. And then I'm losing all these bonuses, stability bonuses, science, money bonuses. I really need to pay more attention to that. Yeah, okay, how do I figure out which of my cities is getting the most trade? Sort by founding date, sort by money, sort by... You know how each cities have some sort of symbol that's located on top of their city centers? Hovering the mouse over that symbol should show a tooltip that explains. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize that before. 5 trade routes. 7. Current front runner. Nothing. 1. 7's probably the golden number. Nothing. 2. All right. My poor city that keeps starving is new info for me as well, right? Yeah, I had no idea. I never looked closely at the pop-up. That's good to know. All right. How does that benefit me? What does knowing which place has the most trade routes do for me? So from those numbers, you can tell which city would greatly benefit from building. Oh, okay. I see, right. Do it in the place that's going to have the most impact. Totally makes sense. As that adds infrastructure plus money. Right. Okay. There are infrastructure that give bonuses to trade routes. Okay. Yeah, I guess I hadn't been paying enough attention to that either because I didn't know how to figure out which ones went to which ones. Monies per trader, money generated from ongoing trade. There's that. All right. Okay, good to know. That is actually very useful. I was very close to circumnavigating the globe at one point. Yep, didn't think that was going to last long. And then my boat sank on the way back home. I thought it was like Civ where you just had to connect the mini-map. I didn't realize that the same ship has to make it all the way around. And so that time has sailed. I wasn't going to risk sending out another boat that could be easily beaten up. Oh, here we go. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Purge idleness. Big industry. Develop the intellect. Science per alliance. Money per number of trade routes on city or outpost. Okay. Or proselytize daily. Okay. I mean, unless I'm really planning on going to war aggressively. And even if I do, industry is going to get me... I could just pump out more soldiers if I need them. Although they do take away from population, so I suppose I don't want to shrink my cities too much. Mandate patronage. +2 money per number of trade routes on city or outpost. Chat, your thoughts? What do you think? I mean, money can buy, a lot of fresh kills, but a reputation will kill any dark little rumors I might spread about you. Viva Litter League fan. Industry money. Industry money. Whenever you're confused, go for the hammers. Production is always king. What I've seen of your cities. Hammers can be made into anything. Go trade. Okay. That'll be lots of money as long as you keep my trade routes up. All right. One of the reasons one of my favorite civilizations to play in Civ 6 is the Portuguese. Is it because I'm a Lusophile? Yes, it is. However, it's because they make money. And money, what is it? What's that phrase we always paraphrase sort of correctly? Infinite money are the sinews of war, right? Right? The sinews of war are infinite money, which is kind of what Cicero said, but it's close enough. Going with it. Boom. Ha love it. Ooh, Chimera. I didn't realize there was stuff still to discover. Access to my copper was sold. All right. The Dutch now feel sullen about me. That's why buying all the luxuries and strategic resources for every player in the world is so good for increasing trade money and money generation. Right. Okay, I guess that would make sense. It goes both ways. Because trade employs people, right? Someone's got to load it on the dock. Someone's got to transport it. Someone's got to unload it. So if I have things that synergize with that, just keep buying more and more stuff. Okay. Huh. So what else is out there?
What fresh hell do you bring this time?
What fresh hell is this?
Did anyone ever tell you how ugly you are?
Oh yeah, these I forgot. These were like my big trade people. I did so much business with the Dutch before they were the Dutch. Um, and then they went to war with me. Like crazy. What don't I have yet? Oh, he's the one. He's the guy who can pass it on from other people. Right. I would rather just buy something direct from him. But they hate me, so we can't. Ongoing demands first. Ugh. Not that I want to necessarily go to war with these people. Although, I suppose if I take more territory, that's one of the ways to up my score and try... Wow. Holy cow, they are running away with it. That's alright. That's alright. For only like my third time playing this, I don't feel too bad about being in a comfortable second. Of course, that's because everyone else has been like knocked out of the game by the Brazilians. When there's only 2 players, silver doesn't feel so good.
Knowledge, in a form that is codified and searchable, has become available to all. This is...
Speak and make it quick.
Yeah, if I'm not going to push these, I'm just going to withdraw.
No longer need to inflict this on you.
There we go. Now we can get back to the business of business. Boom.
Well done.
Do I have incense? I don't have incense. All right. The base price is high, but the transport cost is so cheap. That's even cheaper. What about amber green? No. Do I want to buy Whoa! I do not. Not for that price. Holy moly, sir. All right. Now I can do trade. Yep. Yep. Once I stopped standing and look, oh wow, look at that jump already. Jeez. Just from opening up a few new trade routes. That's beautiful. All right, so let's do that. And I appreciate everyone making their pitch as to which tenants to pick, because that will actually really help going forward, knowing what like jives with what, and to be able to put like new territory out and things like that, be able to pick new projects. That's very helpful. So thank you. +1 industry on Maker's Quarters, and +1 industry... Okay, so next to each other, they'll jive. Industry per worker. Science, 23 people here. I think I want the science per population just to get that going. I miss the old Civ advisors. We are them. I won't lie. Sometimes when I was younger, I would deliberately throw my Civ into anarchy just so I could go and watch them all shout over each other at the same time. all while the cultural advisor, the Elvis impersonator, would just be holding like a single note while everyone else was shouting. Yeah, you know, that was a fun, weird little feature. And they really kind of backseated that, right? Like now it's just this little icon like, oh, we recommend you research this tech. Like, I miss the banter, you know? Oh, well. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Human Carnival. Right? Rehabilitate. Science. Cost me a little money, but that's not a problem. I don't need this stability boost. Let's,
Reaching the end of an ideology axis isn't extremist. Think of it as being focused, yes? Very goal-oriented.
Alchemy is researched. Acknowledge. Thought is converted. They're now suspicious about me. Wow. Thanks. Alright, Stability's fine. Food continues to be an ongoing issue. That would get me some food. I already have a port, though. I don't know that it's worth it. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's plop that down. Food production, both together. It's beautiful. Acknowledge that. Everyone's hungry, I know. I was the first to discover that? How is that possible? I mean, I'll take it. Any place where I can use this? Nope, because my culture's already pretty predominant here. Biblos, what you got going on for me? Plus one stability per researcher. That's fun. Ooh, actually, this city is not nearly as stable as I wish it was. "27 stability per district." Yeah, build that next. That'll be great. You... Oh, you're fine. Hmm. Byzantines are no longer the vassal of the Dutch. Oh, the Dutch declared war on the Maya. Ay, ay, ay.
Greetings. To what do I owe this pleasure?
I don't know if the Maya are gonna stand a chance here. Pioneer. Tend to space out their outposts. They're cruel militarists, huh?
Why are you here?
They're traitorous and adaptive. Oh, their emblematic unit gets bonuses. They never surrender. The only acceptable outcome for a war is victory. Except for when I crush them, but it's fine. It's fine.
Things change, even leaders and empires. I have a proposal for you.
Fine.
Accepted.
It seems fine to me.
What do you say to this appealing proposal?
I already have ebony.
Please to accept
Wow, some of that is really pricey.
Savor this moment.
Gives me more industry. I see that, yeah. Industry on main plaza and admin centers. Like, darn. Buy a little extra. I did click buy, right? That's strange. I want that, buying all of them as soon as possible ensures that your capacity to build grows. I like that. They can resell it to me because of their merchant affinity. Doesn't seem to want to take the buy, though. Okay. Is it because I can't, is it probably because I can't do... Oh, no, I can do business with the Dutch. I wonder if I'm trying to buy the one that I've already bought? Why would that, let's take a look here. Oh, geez, I can get it for dirt cheap straight from this guy. Maybe... Yeah, let's get after that. Mercury. It's pricey. Wait a second. Okay, there we go. Wow. It's beautiful. Yep, I think there's a bug flying around that's causing secondhand trading to not go through. You might have to buy from the original owner. It isn't so bad as long as you're in good relations. All right, that's something. It's good to know that I wasn't just crazy. Like something, it should have worked. It just wasn't. All right, Akkad, what do you got for me? Money. This is a major science city. I don't remember what I did that's causing that to happen, but I don't hate it. 4418. Should I just keep doubling down on that? It's what we seem to do. It only gives me +7. It doesn't feel like it's worth the 8 stability hit. Although, it's the whole reason why I went with these people, right? Is I can get back the stability. Yeah, I agree. I thought that looked like a way better option, right? Big food bonus, big, nice boost to my industry. All right, good. Time is coming up on 10 o'clock. I'll probably stop around then. So my son likes to wake up around midnight and try and help my wife get him back down if I can. That'll give me a chance to catch up on the last couple emails and then call it a night. All right, Byblos has grown while somewhere else starves. Byzantines are hesitant. All right. Ooh, where else is there in the world? There we go. Let's they really want to become one of my people. Let's get that flying in here. Maybe give me a way to start potentially making inroads into the continent here. I mean, I'm just saying, this is a beautiful bottleneck. If I have to defend, make them come at me. Unless they're smart enough to know how to use boats, in which case they'll just swamp me. But, not that I'm planning on war anytime soon. That sounds like probably a terrible idea, but, just in case it isn't a terrible idea, I should probably prep. Also, I never really got a chance to explore the empty continent. I saw it was there. I had sent boats, but I never got an explorer over to get in there and see what's there, which is a shame. There's probably wonderful resources there. Just never got to it.
Speak and make it quick.
They're hesitant. Trust is stable. We depend on access to their resources, but they depend on access to ours. We have allies in common. We pollute much less than other empires. Okay. No, that's next. That was going to be the first thing I got after Furnace Steel. Was the 3-masted ships. Right. So it begins. Violence is interrupting my trade routes. The Teutons. Hey, the Romans became the Teutons. All right. The great thing about 3-masted ships is that you unlock the Settlers, which is a special unit that can instantly create cities with all the infrastructure from eras 1 to 3 already built. Oh, that's phenomenal. Be able to plop down, because that was always my complaint with a game like Civ, is at a certain point it really isn't worth it to start building a city and like, oh, it's, 1875. Let's start with a granary. Like, and you're so behind at that point. All right, that's good to know. Master chips, get going. No way, not a forest. Totally clicked the wrong button. Wow, okay, these hamlets are stupid good. I'd never gotten to the point where I could use them before. That's how you feed your people. Jeez Louise. Alright, I know that's where you want me to do it, and I'd love the extra production. Is there literally anywhere else that would get me... 12 and 10, 6 and 8. My only complaint with this game is when you have like pop-ups on top of pop-ups. Like, I can't see if you put that info card directly above my what I'm trying to look at. Hamlet's something you should really beeline to in your next game. Yeah, I see the benefit. 100% agree. That would cost me some food. 6 plus the 19. Oh, gosh. Like in this situation, it's not even trying to put it out of the way. It's completely in the way. I understand games like this have a lot of information they need to communicate, but at the same time, oh my gosh, get out of the way. Whoa, big production bonuses from there. All right. Is this all part of the same city? It is. Holy cow. All right. None of this is particularly blowing up my interest here. Do I not have like a single river to tap into? Ugh. All right. I think I go. I mean, I hate to just follow along, but I think I go where they tell me. Seems like the best option. And I have many more complaints about this game. Great Foundation still needs work. Pollution is number 1 on my list. And if you want to be extra spicy, you can have a city that's behind infrastructures, build a settler, then have that settler ransack the city center, then have it build the city again, but with all the infrastructures pre-built. Ooh, yeah, that's the kind of like min-max stuff that, that sounds like an exploit. Someone probably should have play tested that out. But hey, since it's not against the rules, it's not wrong. $30 pop. Okay, translate that for me, Kurt. So 30 pop does what? Less pollution than infrastructure? Okay. I see what you're getting at. Yep, worth a lot less than infrastructure. Okay. It's better to have that stuff going. Let's see, by the way, what do I got here? Makers quarters, industry per workers. Yeah, at the start, too, I was doing very good. Whenever there was an infrastructure, I would auto-build it because of all the passive gains, right? And then it got to a point where there was just so many of them, I couldn't tell which ones to go after. Sorry, background is more math and history. No, not at all. That's it's great to have someone who looks at something with fresh eyes because they'll see, what I don't. But yeah, no, that gives me a lot to think about. I like that. Let's see. So I can bang this out in just one turn. Lovely. Ditto from that. However, I don't think I have a single trade route. I do, so that one's not worth it. And actually, you know what? Do that one first in 2 turns, and then we'll get to there. I like it. All right. Though if you don't want to lose all the population from the cities you ransack for the exploit, it's best to use the money you saved to buy the military units worth of population. Right. You found the city, immediately arm the people to like draw it down to just a single thing and then sack it. That way you can bank the population in a way. Yep, that would make sense to me. Woof. They've gotten 2 of their stars. Brutal.
So nice to hear from you. You can buy my forgiveness with gifts or with blood.
Mayans, you're costing me money, so you're gonna pay me money. All right, let's go back to the capital. That's really your best recommendation? Whopping 15 food? There's nowhere else that's better. Like, I can't even diversify it. What if instead of that I build a farming district? Was the best one. 13 food. Actually, this is better. I can get some food from the harbor. Never actually finished the lumber yard at this point. It's very embarrassing. It's something to think about if you want to speed up the infrastructure building once you hit sellers. Yeah, that's neat. It's one of those things like, I don't know that I ever would have stumbled onto something like that, right? I think I probably would have just taken the pop losses and not really thought about it. Boy, these are the thrilling terms that the thrilling turns that really get likes and subscribes with the just ending turn over and over again, not doing anything, just letting the civ grow as it on its own. Although to be fair, that's often how I play games like EU4. It's probably the most boring thing in the world to watch because I've never been a map painter. Like, I don't want to just conquer the world. And the beautiful thing about sandbox games like this is I don't typically have to. But then the problem is when I play with my friends who do like to do that, that's fine. But I often just kind of, I'm sitting here like, money is growing, my religion's expanding, but, there's nothing else to do. I'm giving out loans and, like, just kind of hanging out, and they're conquering half the world. Yeah. I like having a nice, manageable, sized empire, and we're just running it well. Doesn't need to be anything more than that. Alright, gosh. Good blows. Why don't you try swallowing up one of these neighboring cities or something here? Wouldn't say no to being able to get my costs back to... Oh, it's only costing me 10 per turn. That's a joke. Never mind. The city cap is nothing. It do be like that sometimes. Yeah, right? Like... Maya have gained renown as a merchant. Right. That's why I like to play on faster speed sometimes. The downtime of city building gets shortened. Yes, and we do that. We'll push it a little bit. My one friend, he's very good. He can usually fight his wars on like speed level 3. And then all of a sudden you get the ever increasing like tension coming through the microphone. He's like the situation spiraling out of control, but he doesn't want to pause it. But he absolutely has to because it's like things are getting, he's just losing what's happening. All right, this is all to the good. This is all to the good. What do I want this to build? Some infrastructure, maybe. Don't need the garrison. They really should just, this little tiny smidgen of a city, I really should just have it get swallowed up by somebody else. I'm not willing to pay that kind of money for it. All right, industrial production. +1 farmer slot on cities or outposts per farmer quarter. +1 trader slot. I'm not really in love with either of these. I never did actually make a decision on how we would procure slaves. Lose the ability to enforce a state religion, build new holy sites, or pick tenets. Become immune, though, to religious grievances, or so either secularism or state atheism. Okay. +1 science on holy sites. On research quarter, faith, bonus faith, and stability. 1% science, not 1% science. What is the response to empirical findings that contradict religious truths? Compatibilism sounds nice. Actually, I think I'm going to go with that.
Indeed, there is a difference between inspiration and investigation.
All right, Cod, what do you got for me? I guess I should stop farting around and finally build the tower that Eiffels. I like to put them out in the middle of nowhere so people have to take a road trip to go find them. I love that quote. Yeah, right? That's a good one. Wait, the Brazilians feel needy about me.
Why do you come here to waste my
Do we just do enough trade that they rely on it or something? A world language. Learning on target. Wow. Wow. Educate.
You have reached the end of an ideology axis.
You don't have to say that every time.
Epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one of them.
Getting this thing down to 25 turns.
A
Haha.
place where strikingly loud and flamboyant artists are appreciated by strikingly silent and reserved audiences.
The Byzantines forgave a grievance. Darn right they did. Ooh, Byblos. How we doing? That's beautiful. 29 and 20, whatever. We'll get that built. Hey, the Maya finally made it to the early modern era. Welcome aboard. Okay, so let's see. I would love to actually squirt out a ship. So you... What's it going to set me back to get... Gunpowder warfare. Let's get that tech, because I have that as a trade route. Alright, it's a transport ship, so it's automatically created when a unit goes into the water. Right, that makes sense. Well then, let's pick some intrepid soul and send them abroad.
The world is full of new
This is like getting teeth pulled, but we agree.
Like getting teeth pulled. What? Oh, wait. Shoot, I missed it. An alliance offer.
This is like getting teeth pulled, but this is like getting teeth pulled, but
How many times is he going to say
a
that?
proposal?
Interestingly enough, strategic resources can end up being cheaper to trade for than luxuries, so it requires having a strategic treaty. Yep. allow for the infrastructures that scale off of them to become better. Oh yeah, that would be true too, right? I don't just need the bare minimum to get it going. The more I have, right? So what is it? Like very early on, you get that like bronze workshop that if you have copper, and I guess I don't think I realized that it was per, right? That would make sense though. Okay. Yep, that would make sense. So let's see, what's this person want from me? Visitors. All right. Nothing from you.
Why are you here?
You know what? I will forgive that grievance.
It is of no consequence. A proposal.
Look at this guy rocking his little uniform. Oh, he went with the British. All right. Hide your tea, hide your opium.
A good proposal. Okay, I accept it.
Yeah, these are way cheaper.
Let us have wine and song.
What does incense do for me? Monies. All right. +5 industry per each copper resource. Right. So then buying them from other people lets you dump them into your workshops, which then get better and better. Because of your need for resources, forgiving grievances becomes important to think about when wanting to increase resource generation. Yep. Is it worth pressing a claim and going through a war, or just getting trade if you can afford it? Yeah, no, and it's nice that they balance it that way. I like what what you're saying about that, because the worst thing you can do with a game like this is make it so that there's only one right way to go. And I think so often other games basically incentivize you towards just taking the resource you need. Whereas now, do I really want to piss off this person when I could just grease some palms and get back to the business of business? Oof, this thing's going to move at a snail's pace, though. All right, let us be about this. All right, let's just make landfall first. Ugh, violence is interfering with my trade routes. Unacceptable. Why? There must be something I don't know about the ships. Why would it go... That seems like it's out of the way. What is it doing that I don't understand? It seems like it's just adding time. I think the AI thinks it's faster to go through the fog. Is it? This doesn't seem like... Oh my gosh, it's looking for land because it moves faster on land. Okay. Yep. We're canceling that. We need to cancel that auto move because that is insane. I like where their head's at, but no. I utterly reject that pathing. In no way, shape, or form is that something I'm going to let you do, happy little boat. Hey, they bought my die. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I cornered the market on die. There were like 5 or 6 of them in the first 2 steps I took outside my city. It was so much of it. Ooh, we're losing a little bit per turn. The Brazilians must have made moves to get rid of some pollution. Well, since they're the top polluter, it does fall on them, right? I can, not bring a plastic straw with me at a restaurant, but it's not going to make a dent in, a factory that pumps out whatever. Still, do my part. Can I pass through his territory? Nope, can't. Let's go around it. Patronage is also very strong with corners. Oh, okay. If you own a certain number of industries, you can build a manufactory for them. Yeah, I saw other people um, said their thing was about that, but I just realized you aren't in good terms with Blue. Yeah, yeah. We had a rather nasty war before the raid, and it was actually we were conducting the peace when the raid hit, so um, snatched up a whole bunch of territory from them, and then for some reason they haven't forgiven me. Right? Weird. Yeah, I don't know how to necessarily cash in on the fact that I have like 7 die. Like, is there some way to do more with that? The way you build, like a mining district and things like that. It'd be in research. Okay. What's it called? Manufactory. Ah, I'm nowhere near it. That's why. Okay. Oh, right. There it is. Missed it. Patronage. Resource prerequisites 4 of something. But, oh, wow. It gives you fame, ton of stability. All right. Hamilton patronage. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm a when it comes to the science, I am notorious for just whichever one out of the cheapest options looks good, and then I go to the next cheapest one. I very rarely jump, and I apparently should because that gives me some new options. Okay, so let's see here. If I was to head there, it would be centralized power, then patronage. Okay, cool. And now I know that I can actually queue them up ahead of time. So powerful. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I've definitely seen the benefits. It's Leaf, not Leaf. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay, which actually reminds me, I do have some worth it because we're gonna add boom that to the Empire. Get that saltpeter and actually get gunpowder units. Yes. And wow, this is gonna eat through my money very quickly. But it's okay. It's worth it because I'm pretty sure at some point you know who is going to want to tussle. So it's nice to keep nice to keep the good gunpowder units going here. Actually, if I pair them with pikemen, I'll have a proper, early industrial army going on with just some knights or infantry to clean up shop afterwards. Oh gosh. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everything's happening. Hey, the British jumped on my saltpeter. Big, big. And the Brazilians are back at war. They're known as traitors.
How do you do?
Ugh. this is totally going to screw up my trade with them if I do this. But a war with the Brazilians is probably going to be the only thing that would give me a shot at not coming in second. Or I gotta keep a surprise in there just in case someone decides they want to expand my way after all. Exactly. I don't think I'm gonna make this decision tonight. I think I'm gonna save it without deciding and stop there. Because I don't know that I want this war. None of my troops are in the right position. I would probably need to build a ton more. And I just spent about half my treasury upgrading this. If I wanted this kind of pain, I would just go play more Dark Souls. Alright, yeah. It's 10:20. I think I'm just going to stop it there. Thank you so much for the chatting and all of the advice. I'm so much better for it now. I can't wait to see how this match finishes when I get back to it. And then I'm going to start another one because I have so much new information that I can't wait to plug in and see how I do. Right? Why settle for second? Let's try for first. So, Courage, Changlingi, thank you so much for all of that great chat. It was really great to get to talk to you both. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Cheers as well, Flary. Thank you so much.